All right. Let me fix my volume. Maybe. Make sure my volume's working right. Alright. Alright, welcome back to the podcast 2 Protects 1. And we're back with another reaction. We're back with a Chris Webby reaction. Raw Thoughts. So, Raw Thoughts has been... I've seen probably everybody and their mama reacting to Raw Thoughts. I wasn't really sure I was going to do it, to be totally honest. I have not wanted to do politics. I've not wanted to really talk about politics. But, to be totally honest with you, I like Chris Webby. I know he always speaks the truth in the Raw Thoughts series that he's done in the past. So I really wanted to wait, figure out if I was going to do the reaction, and then listen to it for the first time with you guys. I imagine he's going to talk about, like, current stuff that's going on. My guess would be something with the Epstein files. Politics has been kind of weird lately. It's been kind of... If you watch my last reaction, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I really didn't even have words for it today, and it was just crazy. I apologize for being late. My dogs, for some reason, wanted to come up here, had to come up here, and was barking and whining. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to find a way to bring them up here, so I did. I am going to do a reaction to Moccasin Creek and Big Dizzo's new song, and I am going to do one to Jack Gaspard's new track. I'm just going to do them as separate reactions. This is going to be focused solely on Chris Webby, his Raw Thoughts track that he just released. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what Chris Webby has to say. Because this is the thing. I have followed Chris Webby for a long time. Okay? Like, he was like a liberal when I started following him. He was like a Bernie supporter, okay? He was more of a left-wing liberal kind of guy. And the thing is that he kind of switched up. He kind of started going more towards Donald Trump. I think he voted for Trump in the last 2 elections. And to watch some of the stuff that's been happening here lately, I know he probably feels a lot like me, like, what the fuck is going on type of thing. So, I don't know, man. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited to get into it. And I'm going to stop yapping. And we're going to get into this. But before we do, please remember to hit the like button. Share this video, comment on the video, hype the video, whatever you want to do. Subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. All right? If you don't subscribe to the channel, you are dead to me. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this Chris Webby reaction. Oh shit, I thought I had it pulled up. I always do that. Don't have it pulled up. All right. So this is Raw Thoughts. This track is 7 minutes long. Okay, which is pretty typical for a Raw Thoughts track. So here we go.
Well, here we go again.
Once upon a time in our rewritten history, 13 bloodlines rose to power wickedly. They came from ancient lands with depravity and vices, like usury and rape and ritual sacrifices. They worshipped evil gods, but...
Yeah, that is true. I mean, I'm going to change it up a little bit from what I usually do. Usually I let the first verse play and I like wait to the hook and then I replay everything. Well, this isn't going to be your typical song, so I wanted to stop it here. The 13 families, I can't remember who all they are. Like, I've done a lot of research on it. You know, the Rockefellers are one of them, and I can't remember all the other ones. But the 13 powerful families that run this country. A lot of people understand and know that there is a shadow government, whether they want to believe it or not. There are people behind the scenes pulling the strings. And what you see out in public, what you see on TV is, in my opinion, probably just a bunch of puppets. and you're not really seeing who's actually running the country.
They kept the secrets hidden as they infiltrated and hijacked other religions. They conquered other countries and they printed all the money while they plotted on a plan for the control of everybody. And here we are now, still on the same path, with the devil in the details. You could do the math. Only God's got the map with the one road back. On the human racetrack, we passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice. Subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public, whether we knew it or not. Now we're all a product of it. See, they desecrated.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. A lot of people were talking about, like, the Epstein files and all that stuff that came out just recently. What a lot of people don't realize is, like, the Epstein files is just a piece of it. You have, like, Anthony Weiner's laptop. You have John Podesta's emails. And all this stuff came out a long time ago. I mean, WikiLeaks came out in, like, 2017. So WikiLeaks was, like, the first thing that really came out and showed John Podesta's emails. And it showed where they were doing human sacrifices and that they were cannibals. And nobody wanted to believe it. And there's still people out there today that don't believe it. They just don't. And you're literally going to have to force feed them evidence for them to wake up and believe something like that. I don't know really what it's going to take to get somebody to believe like that, but you know, I just think that that's what it's going to take, is for people to wake up. Oh, see, I'm not seeing my chat on my screen. So hold on. No, I want it regular, medium, big. Okay. All right, so I'm not seeing my chat on the screen, but I am going to pull up my YouTube on my phone. For some reason, StreamYard's been messing up, bro. And I want to be able to react with this with you guys. Webby did his thing on there. Yeah, I agree, DM. What up, Frank? Frank the Tank. Appreciate you. Yeah, Moccasin Creek and Deezo got one, yeah. Mises just dropped a new one. Yeah, I did a reaction already to Mises' track Wood Chipper. Between Country Rap and T.I. versus 50 Cent. I got a lot of work to do. What up, HBR? HBR in the chat. Alright, so I'm gonna set my phone up to where I can read your guys' stuff since I'm not seeing it on my screen. So give me 1 second. Yeah, what a lot of people don't realize is that there was a lot of stuff going on. And Jeffrey Epstein, in my opinion, was like the tip of the iceberg. What you're seeing with Epstein is what they're letting you see. Okay, a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of this information is like, at this point, like 10, 15 years old. I mean, some of it might be even older than that. So really what you're seeing is what the government is allowing you to see. And I think it goes much deeper than that. And I'm sure Chris Webby will touch on it a little bit here. I'm going to run it back just a little bit. And here we go.
The last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice. Subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public, whether we knew it or not. Now we're all a product of it. See, they desecrated nature and set fire to the wilderness. Filled us with their poison and they wired us for sinfulness. Stole our ancient...
See, when he's talking about setting fire to the wilderness, now I do believe that there is a weather, I believe. Now, it could still be conspiracy. People might think of it that way, but I do believe that there is a laser that they can shoot from the sky to start these big wild forest fires. Okay, I think they did it in Hawaii. I think they did it in Canada, and they've done it a couple times in California. A lot of people think that stuff is like not possible. But the thing is a lot of people also think that they can't control the weather. And they've been doing like weather modification for fucking over a decade. Maybe even longer than that. The thing is even if you prove a lot of this stuff that Webby's saying in here to these people, they're still not going to wake up. They don't want to be awake. It's like the Matrix pills, okay? You got the red pill, you got the blue pills. The red pill, you can take the red pill and you can wake up and figure out what kind of fucking shit's really going on. and then you can take the blue pills and go back to sleep. Well, I would say probably 75% of people would take the blue pills and go back to sleep because they don't want to wake up. They don't want to see the world for really what it is. And I know I'll probably even still get some comments in the comment section like, well, I mean, you can't prove any of that. You can't prove any of that. Well, there's information out there. I mean, go and look and judge for yourself. I'm telling you what I believe. And what I believe is that they can control the weather and they can start fucking forest fires, okay, with weather-type weapons. And I think that's what Chris Webby's referring to here.
On the human racetrack, we passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public, whether we knew it or not. Now we're all a product of it. See, they desecrated nature and set fire to the wilderness, filled us with their poison and they wired us for sinfulness, stole our ancient knowledge and left us broken and ignorant, and stole our sons and daughters and fed on the stolen innocence. They groomed our behavior and turned us on our neighbors, took away our promise and offered us false saviors. But something's gotta give when you're ruled by the takers, and in the end, us and them will meet the same maker. So I dedicate the song to those who lost their life and paid the price to tell the truth for what they thought was right. Those who up against the odds answered for the call to fight, and now it's time that the fucking darkness is brought to light.
Yeah, that's dope. So it's time for the darkness to come to light. So what he's doing is he's setting, in my opinion, he's setting the stage. He's saying, look, this is what they've been lying to you about. Like, these powerful families are running this country. Our whole government is corrupt. They're literally turning us against each other. They're trying to literally poison us and kill us. And yeah, I mean, just the more he, the thing is I know a lot of this stuff that he's talking about, and it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. And Webby's gotten more hip to some of this stuff. Like, I think he has a solid understanding of what the fuck's going on, just from what I heard in that minute and 32 seconds. I'm interested to see where he takes the rest of this song.
Those who lost their life and paid the price to tell the truth for what they thought was right. Those who up against the odds answered for the call to fight. And now it's time that the fucking darkness is brought to light.
Okay, before he gets into it, I do want to address HBR's comment. Well, and Frank's. Frank says if we knew half the shit our government has and used, people would lose their minds. Exactly, bro. The people aren't ready, dude. I mean, I see that more and more each day. People are just not ready. Normal people are not ready for the truth. They don't want it to be the truth. They still think we're living in this American, like, fairy tale land of make-believe and the American dream. And I keep trying to tell people that shit is gone, bro. They have robbed this country blind. We are in fucking trillions of dollars in debt. We're getting ready to go to, we're in a war with Iran now. We were in a 20-year war with Afghanistan. We've imported millions upon millions of illegal immigrants into this country and legal immigrants into this country. We have changed the dynamic of this country. Like, this country is not white European anymore. And no matter what you think of that, that's how the country started, okay? Was I think it was like 90% white European. I mean, I don't know. Don't be afraid. What are you talking about? Don't be afraid to call this tiny country out by name. That's why we're at the point we're at. The tiny country, we're going to call it out by name. I call it out by name a lot on here. I don't hold back on that shit, alright? We all know the tiny hats are behind the scenes running shit.
Don't get distracted. It's time to load this chamber and aim at the head of the monster now. So go and grab a slice of Pizzagate. John Podesta's here to serve you, eat your plate. Homie's born fresh, adrenochrome you really need to taste. And Barack bought the hot dogs for over 60K in just a single day. That's what our taxes went to pay. Careful though, he'll take you paddleboarding if you tell his secrets. And stay away from his husband, she's meaner than he is. And Bill...
There's so much in there. there's so much information just in that little bit. And he starts off with, let's go back just a little bit till he comes in right here. And I'll stop it.
It's time to load this chamber and aim at the head of the monster now. So go and grab a slice of Pizzagate. John Podesta's here to serve you each a plate. Tony's pouring for...
So John Podesta, Tony Podesta, they had John Podesta's emails. That's where they found out about Pizzagate. Okay, everybody come out and tried to debunk Pizzagate. And really, it was just proven all over again when they released some of the Epstein files. Okay, Pizzagate was real. I mean, you can go back through like old Instagram posts, Twitter posts, where literally the celebrities were coming out and telling you what they were doing in code language. Like they like pizza. Pizza was like, I think, like young boys. Pasta was like some kind of code word as well. I mean, hot dogs was like, I know hot dogs was like young boys. And in John Podesta's emails, it says that Obama ordered $65,000 in hot dogs for a fucking White House party. I mean, that, you know, and Dezo's talking about it in there too. They talked about spirit cooking. You had Hillary Clinton and John Podesta's emails talking about like frazzle drip. Yeah, I'll say this, back in 2017, I seen some videos that forever changed my fucking life. Now, could you find those same videos today? No. They've wiped them completely off the fucking internet. Unless you go over to the dark web somewhere and you can really start digging, that's where you would find that shit. Okay? When WikiLeaks came out with the drops that they had on John Podesta's emails, like Julian Assange was public enemy number one. That motherfucker fled to other countries and it wound up eventually getting arrested. I can't remember. It's been so long. It's weird, but it's been fucking like literally 9 years ago. Yeah. Like 9 years ago. Alright, so let's see what we got in here. I'm going to go back. I'm not seeing some of my chat still, just to let you know. I'm not seeing my cell phone chats is what it is. Let me go over and see if I can see both of my chats over on my cell. Because I'm seeing them on the screen, but I can't go back up. Ah, it's so gay. It's so gay. Hold on, I'm going to go over to my cell phone side. Because I got the two streams going, and I think that's what keeps fucking shit up. Okay. So I do have some, don't be scared. Okay, I read that one. I only woke up to all of this like a year ago. I can't believe I was gaslit into believing Obama's chef drowning was a freak accident. Yeah. The paddle boat accident? Nah. That wasn't a freak accident. A lot of people believe that Obama and that chef were like involved with each other. And there was something a little deeper than that. I can't remember what it was. It's been a while. A lot of this information I'll fucking remember like when I'm off stream or like doing something else. But there's been, this is the thing, this is the one thing people got to remember. There's been a constant stream of information. And it's like one hit after another for fucking 10 years. And it's so easy to forget what bullshit they fed you or what deep truth you found out fucking 10 years ago. I mean, you know, I forgot about Anthony Weiner's laptop. You know, I just remembered about that the other day. There was some sick shit on that too. Which Anthony Weiner was caught sexting an underage girl, which he was, I think he was a member of Congress, and then they wound up kicking him out. So, yeah, StreamYard's been having problems. It's annoying, bro. What up, K-Rup? I see you. I gotta go to both sides to get my fucking chats, which is stupid. So I'm going back over to the regular one. You're on that fuck Trump? Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is about Trump, okay, I'll say this. I don't like what he's doing with Iran and all that shit right now. I don't like that shit. But as far as the Jeffrey Epstein shit, all that stuff that they talked about, like that checklist with all the accusations on there, a lot of that shit was disproven. Okay? I've known about that since like 2018, 2019 is when all that shit came out, right before the 2020 election. So for them to say like that's actual like fact that he did something, that's stupid. But him kissing Israel's ass and sending us to war to Iran, it's definitely fuck Trump. Because I'm getting to that point where it's like, dude, I watched a video today of him kissing Israel's ass, and I'm like, what am I watching right now? Is it America first or Israel first? Well, there's a lot of people in the government that are anti-Semitic. Fucking good. Good. Maybe we got some hope to put America first again. What up, Great White Wolf? Alright, so here we go.
Podesta's here to serve you, eat your plate. Tony's pouring fresh adrenochrome you really need to taste. And Barack bought the hot dogs for over 60K in just a single day. That's what our taxes went to pay. Careful though, he'll take you paddleboarding if you tell his secrets. And stay away from his husband, she's meaner than he is. And Bill Gates is over there with a syringe and gloves, cause he likes to vaccinate the kids before he drinks their blood. And who's that chewing on a pineal gland? Oh, that's just Hillary with all that frazzle drip on her hand. That's red-handed. And there's...
Yeah, there were videos circulating of Hillary Clinton and the frazzle drip stuff. I seen a video. Now, the video I saw was fucking crazy, okay? And I don't ever want to see that shit again. It fucking bothered me. Now, could you 100% say that it was Hillary Clinton in the video? Not 100%. Okay? The woman that was speaking had a mask on. And they were practicing some kind of weird fucking ritual. Okay? And the person they were doing it to was fucking screaming bloody murder. And it was crazy, bro. Like, I've never seen a video like that. And I watched it twice. And then it was like the next day, it was fucking gone. And you couldn't find it again. Yeah. Yeah, HBR, I've seen that video. It's disturbing. Yeah, it's fucking disturbing, dude. It bothered me, bro. It forever changed my mind on shit. Now, I automatically thought like Trump was the good guy. I think Trump has been bought by Israel. I don't think they have anything on him in the Epstein files, but I think Israel has something on him that would send him to prison for the rest of his life. And I don't know if it has anything to do with like kids. I think what it has to do with is some kind of crimes that he's committed while he's been president. So, the thing is Israel is really good at blackmailing you. Okay? Setting up honeypots and recording you and getting you into fucking trouble. But anyway, I'm going to keep going here.
To vaccinate the kids before he drinks their blood. And who's that chewing on a pineal gland? Oh, that's just Hillary with all that frazzle drip on her hand. That's red-handed. And there's Bill with jizz on his pants. Galena wiped the stains when her plane from Israel lands. So someone grab the spirit cooker if you looking for the gravy. Abramovich, who is not a witch. Well, maybe. And Gaga.
Well, they said that Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent. So just to let you know that. That's what they're talking about. Like the Ghislaine Maxwell they believe that she was involved with Jewish intelligence, the CIA. They believe that they were all working to it was like one big honeypot to entrap people. And it fucking worked. They had a lot of people. I think there's a lot of video footage that you will never, ever see. And I said this back in 2024 when Trump was running for president. I said, do not think that you're just going to get all of the Epstein files. You're not going to ever see the Epstein files. You have seen exactly what they want to show you. And even that, people can't handle it. And it's like, and nothing in there surprised me. When they released those 3 million files, nothing really surprised me. And you had people freaking out, oh my God, they were killing people and they were cannibals, and they were turning them into jerky, and they were eating them, and they were talking about how good the jerky was. And it's like, bro, I'm telling you, I learned a lot of that shit back in 2017. These people are fucking sick. You have no idea who you're idolizing. You have no idea who you're fucking following in life. These big movie stars, musicians, politicians, you have no fucking idea who these people are. These people are sick, twisted, demented fucks. Okay? You have no idea. Yeah. You think their music videos and the shit that they do at these award shows are just like dances that they choreograph? Go back and watch them. They're all a bunch of fucking devil worshippers, bro. And it's like right in front of your face. And I go to show, like, my ex-father-in-law, before I got divorced, okay, he would always come over to the house, and he'd be like, did you watch the Grammys last night? And I'm like, fuck no, I didn't watch the Grammys, okay? But he liked to watch it. And I'd be like, okay. He'd be like, man, you got to really check out Taylor Swift. This is my ex-father-in-law. God bless him, okay? He's like, you got to check out Taylor Swift's performance. And I'm like, I'm not watching satanic fucking goy slop. Just not doing it. And he's like, no, check it out. And sure enough, it's just a big satanic ritual, bro. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Damo. I see you. My chat's fucked up. I can't pull chats up on the screen tonight. StreamYard's being a fucking dickhead. Fuck them all respectfully. Yeah, bro, I'm to that point where I just don't fucking care. That's why I haven't been talking about politics. I just quit fucking talking about it. Because I hate talking about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because I don't know if I'll ever go back to politics talking about it. Because I feel like this is pointless, dude. It's fucking pointless. But anyway, let's go ahead. I'll backtrack about 10 seconds and then we'll go back in. All right, here we go.
Or if you looking for the gravy, Abramovich, who was not a witch, well, maybe. And Gaga don't drink the goo from little babies. That's crazy. She's honestly a really nice lady. And look, it's Kevin.
I think Gaga's a man too. I think she got a penis. He got penis. Like he got some broad shoulders. He got some broad shoulders. And that Marina Abramovich or whatever, yeah, that's the spirit cooking shit. That's the spirit cooking shit. And they got pictures of like some kind of fucking festival or party they were at. And it's like you got somebody laying in a pool of blood. Now they said it was fake and it was like all for this big art show. Okay. But you wouldn't. I mean, even if it was fucking fake, that's weird, bro. Why would you do that? Why would you even pretend to do that? Most normal people would be like, what the fuck is this woman doing? Not these Hollywood elite weird fucks. No, they want to be right in there with it, taking pictures, acting like they're eating people and shit. Yeah. Damo, well, you got a thing for the homie Gaga. I can't call him Lady Gaga. They pass off demon worship as art. They think we're slow. Yeah, they do think we're slow, bro. And the problem is, though, Damo, a lot of people are fucking slow because they're not paying attention. They're not paying attention. The homie is crazy. They're not paying attention, bro. Or a lot of people just don't want to even know, to be totally honest with you. They just really don't. All right, so here we go.
Kevin Spacey right off the set of a movie. He shot in his basement with a child and George Clooney. Weinstein funded it. Spielberg directed it. And Bono made the music then sang at a kid's benefit. And George H.W. Bush is pulling the car up with every man in his family, even Barbara. Ellen's on the way from Diddy.
From what I hear, George H. Bush was a sick fuck. Him and Barbara. And then he starts talking about Ellen DeGeneres, and then Jay-Z, P. Diddy. All them motherfuckers were involved.
Directed it. And Bono made the music and sang at a kid's benefit. And George H.W. Bush is pulling the car up with every man in his family, even Barbara. Ellen's on the way from Diddy's house with Sean Carter. Cause here at Comet Ping Pong, the club is what you're part of. Oprah's on the way, but she'll be late. She's stuck in human traffic. We'll just have to film the sacrifice and show it to her after. Go and throw it on a lacy driver. Don't be losing that shit. Where's Anthony Weiner's computer? I thought that Huma had it. Just relax, take a nap with that guy in the Biden mask. Even if they catch us, we'll be fine. Just give it time to pass. Jeffrey's got...
Alright, I gotta stop, dude. Dude's fucking killing it with information. Like, you can tell he's been studying his shit. He's been paying attention. Okay, the whole Comet Ping Pong thing, yeah, which is just fucking wild. That whole thing is wild. Like, you can go back and read all those messages. I mean, you can still find them on the fucking internet. What is it, John Legend's wife? I can't remember her name. Christy Teigen. There's a few other people, man, that I can't really think of, but they were all like commenting some weird shit about eating pizza, and some of them just come out straight up said that they, thought kids were attractive, wanted to have sex with kids. Like, it was fucking weird, bro. It was weird. Finding those old messages wouldn't be hard. But yeah, you had to comment ping pong to Anthony Weiner laptop. There were cops that found that Anthony Weiner laptop. I think there was like 7 New York City cops that were involved in that, and they said that when they seen that laptop, that like it was like, I think it was like no longer than 6 months later, all 7 of them had like committed suicide. Suicide. Yeah. Yeah, Chrissy was literally saying how she was attracted to kids on Twitter and nobody bats an eye. Yeah, that shit's fucking weird. And John Legend's from where I'm at, or like where I was from, Springfield, Ohio. John Legend's from there. They fucking worship that guy, bro. John Legend got like a theater named after him and shit. And that dude's a fucking weirdo. What we got in here? Best bar stuck in human traffic. Yeah, stuck in human traffic. That's wild ass bar. All right, just back a little bit.
After go and throw it on a lacy driver, don't be losing that shit. Where's Anthony Weiner's computer? I thought that Huma had it. Just relax, take a nap with that guy in the Biden mask. Even if they catch us, we'll be fine, just give it time to pass. Jeffrey's got our back, this shit is under control, cause he reports directly to the people running the show. Well, gee, who could that be? What a mystery. Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see, and these conspiracies have been mistaken.
The fucking Jewish music. Bro, come on now. We all know the tiny hat Jews are behind it. All right? We know it. They're all black. I'm going to let him say what he said, what he's going to say about it, and then I'll talk about it. The Jewish music coming out is just fucking hilarious.
What a mystery. Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see, and these conspiracies have been mistaken all along. So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism...
We don't know what is really going on. And he starts talking about anti-Semitism. Okay, here we fucking go. This is the type of shit right here that get his ass in trouble. Start talking bad about the Jews, bro. You can't say nothing negative about Israel or the Jews or none of that shit. We have to protect Israel at all costs if it means destroying our own fucking country to do it. Or if it means destroying Iran or Gaza or fucking, I don't know, maybe Syria next. Whoever Israel decides to attack next, the United States will be like, okay, they're our greatest ally.
And these conspiracies have been mistaken all along. So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti...
Yeah, Dabo, I did. I'm sorry, I wanted to address that before it gets lost. Yeah, the Lakewood, New Jersey documentary. Yeah, everybody was up in arms about the Somalians, bro. The Somalians. We gotta come up with we gotta figure out this fraud and all this shit. And I was actually gonna cover the Lakewood story, the New Jersey, where they went to the village with all the fucking Jews and they were doing the same shit the Somalians were doing, maybe even worse. Yeah. But I just got burnt out on politics and I just quit talking about shit. But yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. And they were blatant with it, too. They're like, we should be able to have as many kids as we want and you should have to pay for it. The American taxpayer should have to pay for it. It's crazy. And that dude, that Tyler Oliveira or whatever, dude, they canceled his Patreon and fucked his money up. Like, yeah, I've been fucking with that dude.
All along, so I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism, try to listen and think how I said those families infiltrated religions. At the head of every snake is a servant of Satanism. Shit, the Vatican been human trafficking since the beginning. But one little country has become their seat of power, where they plot on pandemics and wars and twin towers. Babylonian Talmudism has been the recipe, and they've been sacrificing the fucking children for centuries. And they don't give a fuck about us. We're just goy, cattle, subhuman, only here to be destroyed and extorted into...
A lot of people don't understand. They haven't read the Talmud. They don't know Israel's involvement in 9/11. They don't know half the shit about Israel that they should. The Talmud literally calls us fucking goy trash, bro. They fucking hate us. And the thing is they come to this country, and I'm sure other people do it too. Like Muslims probably do it to some degree. Well, I know they do it to some degree too. But Jews are really deceptive. They'll come over and they'll pretend to be your buddy, pretend to be your friend, and they'll fucking rob you blind and infect your fucking society with porn and drug addiction and third world invaders, you know. Just typical Jew shit. But anyway, they do refer to us as goy. That's why there is a movement ran by Nicholas J. Fuentes, all right, that we are going to no longer participate in goy on goy violence, okay? All of us goy are going to come together, and we're going to fucking work together to overthrow this corrupt Jewish establishment. Now, do I believe it'll happen? I don't know.
Recipe, and they've been sacrificing the fucking children for centuries, and they don't give a fuck about us. We're just goy, cattle, subhuman, only here to be destroyed and extorted and abused and ruled over with lies. But don't forget, guys, they're our greatest allies. Oh man, this song is gonna get me in some fucking trouble. That Khazarian Mafia's watching you with the fallen angels and Nephilim. It's time to rid society's closet of all the skeletons. So let me just be crystal fucking clear and set a precedent. If Trump is proven part of it, then burn him with the rest of them. Anyone taking cookies out of Epstein's...
I 100% agree with that. If we do find out, and there's evidence that comes out that Trump is involved in all this shit. Now, I said it at the beginning of the stream, okay? The shit that they released on Trump with the Epstein files, that shit was out in like 2018 and 19, right before the 2020 election. They tried to pin some of that shit on him, and a lot of it was proven to be false. Okay, is there any weight to any of it? I don't know, bro. I just haven't seen the evidence that says, yeah, he is that. I'm more concerned with what the fuck he's doing to our country right now. They basically stopped all, like, there is no mass deportations. If you voted for Trump for mass deportations, it's not going to happen. They literally fired Kristi Noem. Okay, they're scaling everything back. They're going to give the Democrats exactly what they want. It's because they're all one fucking party. All right? You're not getting rid of all these. The Haitians in Springfield, they ain't fucking going anywhere. And people are already online bitching about it. I thought they were supposed to fucking leave in February. Well, here it is, March, and they ain't going nowhere. You're stuck with these illegal immigrants, and they're not going to assimilate. It's just what it is, bro. They're all on one big-ass team, all holding hands and singing Kumbaya and all that shit. I don't know. I got a fucking ant on my desk. Hold on. Get out of here, Satan. Get out of here. You're supposed to eat the fucking ants, Biggie. What are you doing? Alright. Sorry, my dog's being needy. He wants to be on the stream. Alright. So it starts talking about the Nephilim. Ah, there's that ant. Get it. Get it, boy. What the fuck are you doing? You ain't worth a fuck. Alright, so hold on. Deportation's still happening here in Texas every day. Yeah, but to what degree, bro? Like, this is the thing. You have to... Listen, if the number is 10 million, okay, let's just say 10 million illegal immigrants came in here under Joe Biden, which I believe the number is a lot higher. You have to average 2.5 million illegal immigrants being deported a year. We had 250,000 last year. We're not even fucking close, bro. Not even close. My dog be doing the same ish. Yeah. My dogs don't really ever want to come up here, but nobody's here right now, so they fucking wanted to bother me. The mass deportation thing is over. I mean, literally, I can pull up a video right now and show you where mass deportations are over. You might get some deportations of criminals, people that they deemed a threat, like the really bad ones. They're all fucking criminals if they came over here illegally. Just refreshing everybody's memory. But, I don't know. It's a cycle. The right creates refugees, crisis, and the left lets them all in. Yeah, I mean, you're not fucking wrong. You're not wrong. They're already talking about bringing Iran refugees over here. Trump talked about that today. It's like, oh, we'll take in Iran refugees. Fuck that. Let them other countries take them. Okay? Let Israel take them. They're refugees. Israel can take them. But it doesn't work like that, bro. It doesn't work like that, bro. We're going to be the one getting fucked in the deal. And most people know this. They know what's coming. They know what's coming. You can see the fucking signs, bro. It's written all over the wall. I mean, literally. Honcho, if you want to talk about this tomorrow, you want to talk about Trump, you want to argue some of your points, tomorrow night at 8 p.m., I'm doing a live stream. I'm going to drop the link. You can come up with me and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. The stream is going to be, if you disagree, click the link. So I'm going to do that tomorrow night, 8 p.m. If you want to come up, we can agree to disagree on some stuff. We can argue. We can fight. We can be mean to each other. I don't care. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you disagree with me, you can hit the link and we can come up and we can talk about it. So, that's going to be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Alright? And it's going to be for people that disagree with me. I'm going to bring them up one at a time. I've decided how I'm going to do it. I want to bring them up one at a time. They can tell me what they disagree on, and then we can talk about it. And it'll be for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I'll bring the next person up if there's somebody in the queue waiting. I want to give everybody a chance to like tell me how they feel. Whether it be politics, whether it be Nicholas J. Fuentes, whether it be fucking Trump, whether it be the country rap beef with Savannah Dexter, whether it be me, you know, I don't know, some people might want to talk about like other shit. There's some shit I won't talk about, like me and like past beef with Triple T. Like, I'm not going to talk about that because we're not talking about each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to bring that shit up. I mean, I guess if you talk about it, I'll say something about it, but it's probably not going to be what you want. Yeah, Honcho, I understand now. We can talk about that tomorrow. Nick Fuentes is saying that he's going to vote Democrat. I don't vote Democrat, no matter what. I'm not voting at all. Matter of fact, I don't think we're going to vote our way out of fucking anything. Okay? It's all one big fucking game, and I'm done playing it, bro. I'm done playing it. People can fuck all the way off. Until we get America First candidates, I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. I want somebody... Now, I'm not saying this is the only message that they need to have, but I want somebody that has a message geared towards my people. Okay, everybody's talking about what they can do for black people, Hispanic people, Asian people. You know, they're laying out all these fucking plans of how they can help these minorities. Gay people, trans people. Okay? What are you gonna do for the white man? That's what I want to know. And until I get a guy like that that's going to say, hey, you know what, we're going to put America first, we're going to protect the white American Christian, then I don't really, and actually mean it, not suck off Israel's fucking dick as soon as they get elected, I'm probably not going to vote for you. So chances are I'm probably never voting again is what I'm saying. Because I'm fucking done. I voted 3 times for Trump and this is what I get. No fucking thank you. Just 2 weeks ago, I was paying $2 and like 50 cents a gallon for gas. We go to war with Iran, I'm paying like almost $3.75 And it's only going to get fucking worse. And that's just gas. My utility bills have stayed high. Gas, water, electric, all fucking high. Okay? My mortgages went up. My insurances went up. What the fuck are we doing? Are we making America affordable again? No. Too busy sucking off Israel and going to war with Iran and yeah. I don't know. They're all corrupt, yeah. Voting been a scam for a while, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm done, bro. I think I'm done. I fucking fuck them guys, man. Anyway, let's get back into what Webby was saying. I went off on a big ass rant. Alright, here we go.
Cause Aryan Mafia's watching you with the fallen angels and Nephilim. It's time to rid society's closet of all the skeletons. So let me just be crystal fucking clear and set a precedent. If Trump is proven part of it, then burn him with the rest of them. Anyone's taking cookies out of Epstein's jar. Every Rachel Chandler handler in Epstein's car. And if he's really still alive, his judgment will come when he's mono with God. That's an Epstein bar. We gotta break the mind control of these secret societies that kept us locked in our perception. Then they threw away the keys, making sure we never leave. And that everyone we see are incriminated, guilty celebrities on the screens who've been living double lives in the company of snakes with the fucking balls to laugh at it right in front of our face. And it's hard when we grew up to love a lot of these stars, but it's time we see the monsters for exactly who they are. Fully cut.
And that's it right there. You gotta see these fucking people for who they are. Like these people, these fucking basketball players, football players, baseball players, these fucking musicians, these politicians, these movie stars. These people fucking hate you. They don't like you. They want there to be two classes. Extremely rich and really fucking poor. Okay? They don't want a middle class. They don't give a fuck about whether you can afford medical insurance for your dying fucking kid. Okay? They don't give a shit about that. Alright? These people don't fucking care about you. Actually, matter of fact, that most of them fucking hate you.
Eyes with the idols of our youth, cause our childhood heroes have been hiding from the truth. But the reckoning is coming, ain't no running from the proof. So give every sick fuck at the pizzeria news. At the raw white parties, show up in black, pulling up their eyes wide shut in a ski mask. Kerosene in hand while I'm flicking a lit match, and burn it all down till it's nothing but ash. Raw thoughts.
Oh, fucker, spitting some fire there. A lot of people, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if people understood this golden calf shit. That's your fucking idol that he's burning. And he's talking about, like, the Hollywood actors and all that shit. I'm sure people figured that out, but... yeah, he's burning that fucking idol. This part was tight. This is... Yeah, I like that. It kind of started a little slow. Then the second, and the third, both of those verses were really fucking good. Exposed a lot of shit. And the thing is, a lot of people can agree or disagree. I don't really give a fuck. The information's out there. Stop being fucking lazy and look for it. Okay? That's the thing. Stop being lazy. Go look for the information. Take the fucking red pill and wake the fuck up. And the red pill has nothing to do with being Republican. Okay? That's where a lot of people are like, oh man, I'm not taking a red pill. It means I'm a fucking Republican. No, that means you woke the fuck up and you realize that this shit isn't what they're telling you it is. Damn, what up, Deshaun L'Aquarius? What up, gangsta? I did see your comment on one of my videos.
In hand while I'm flicking a lit match, and burn it all down till it's nothing but ash. Raw thoughts.
Alright, let's see what he's got to say now.
It's feeling like the whole world's cursed. The devil lurks while he ushers in this hell on earth. And a one world government's looming out in the distance. A new world order is coming for the resistance. Well, all we do is bicker till it's ripping us apart. As the globalists controlling us and stripping us for parts. While they reset the score on the brink of world war. As I look around, I don't recognize it anymore. Feel a wheeze from the geoengineering on the breeze. While they blocking out the sky right in front of us to see. Fucking with us with the frequencies of 5G. Interacting with the graphene from the vaccines. And the food that
Oh, it's talking about the 5G interacting with the whatever, the vaccine. He's talking about geoengineering and blocking out the sun and shit. A lot of people have said that about also chemtrails and shit, and them like poisoning our fucking food and water supply. Like, dude, you don't know what the fuck these people at this point. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck these people are doing to you. You know. You really don't. I just know it seems like there's been like a huge spike in like cancer, aggressive cancers here lately.
we eat is poison down to the seeds. Hard to even call it food when Pfizer's making the cheese. While the algorithm focused us on how we disagree, they've been building us a prison with digital IDs. So this ain't an act of violence, it's an act of defiance. It's a fucking middle finger to these pedophile tyrants. A reminder to the rebels who won't give them their compliance. When the pressure's on, never getting threatened into silence. And still hit the field while the home team's losing. Keep a cool head through the cries and confusion. Keep an open mind through the lies and illusions. And try to be a good human. So one last time, this the finale, put it to bed. Because after this, there won't be nothing left to be said. And I hope that after all of this, at least I made you think. That was always my intention for sharing what's in my head. It was never about the vision, I just needed y'all to listen. And wake the fuck up from this nightmare that we live in. So hate or love it if I got you to question the system. With all these raw thoughts, then I accomplished the mission. And the thoughts were my own. In a world where the loudest opposition is controlled. I don't claim to have the answer, really all I've ever known is I gotta speak on it if I feel it in my bones. I've been right about a lot of things, wrong about some others. Shadow banned and demonized, still I never stuttered. Cause from the very start, I just said what's in my heart. So one last time, raw thoughts, motherfucker.
Oops. God dang it. Alright, big screen. Bro, what? I mean, he's right though, bro. He said he's been wrong about some, or right about a lot of it, wrong about some of it. And that's the thing, like Webby has come like fucking full circle, okay? And I've watched him grow. Even when he was like a Bernie bro and he was more liberal and shit. Like I still rocked with Chris Webby. I liked him. And I liked his music. And I still fucking do. I think the dude's talented as shit. The Raw Thoughts series has always been super dope. So, I don't know, man. I'm glad I listened to the track. He put a lot of truth in there. Truth that a lot of people still think is like conspiracy theory, which is fucking weird. Like, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they're like, yeah, that Epstein stuff, a lot of that stuff's still like, if you believe that, you're like a conspiracy theorist. I'm like, motherfucker, it's in the emails. Like, they tell you what they're fucking doing. They tell you, like, they're cannibals. They make people into fucking jerky. And they were talking about how good the jerky was. Like, it's just fucking weird, bro. And they were talking about making torture videos. And they were like laughing in emails back and forth to each other. Like, this is how much these people fucking hate you. And I'm sorry, but Epstein is only the tip of the iceberg. Do you think there's not more people out there doing the same shit and not getting caught? Epstein probably just fucked up and got caught. Or he did something they didn't agree with and they exposed him. Because that's the thing. You can do this shit and get away with this shit as long as you don't ever go against the people that are controlling you. If you do, then you're fucked. I don't know. I don't think... I don't know. I don't think... I know for a fact... I'll say this. I know for a fact that Epstein didn't kill himself. Okay? They've tried way too hard to cover it up. They've tried way too hard to, like, explain it. And, like, it just doesn't make sense. But is that motherfucker dead is what I want to know. And I seen the same picture that everybody else saw of the guy and in fucking Israel that look like Jeffrey Epstein with the long hair and shit. Everybody's seen that. Okay. Now, is it a real picture? According to Grok on X, it was a real picture. And then Grok also said it looked like Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, and I don't fuck with AI. You know what I'm saying? I take it with a grain of salt. Anytime somebody like reaches out to AI for like a question, it's like, anyway, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. People just don't want to look because they can't believe it's that bad. I agree. They don't want to. That's the thing, Diesel. They want to stay asleep, bro. They want to stay asleep. And I don't talk about the shit all the time on stream. I don't get into it because the shit is... When you look at it and all the shit that's going on, the shit is depressing, bro. It's like I don't want to stay stuck there where I'm constantly researching and digging deep for how fucked our country is. Sometimes I just don't... I don't know. That's why I don't want to keep talking about politics, because it's just it literally depresses me. I was telling my daughter the other day, and I probably shouldn't even have been talking to her about this shit, but I'm like, the way the country was when I was a kid, I said, I don't think it'll ever be that way again. Like, it's never going back. And at the rate that it's progressed since I've been alive, I said it's truly fucking terrifying. Like some of the shit that's been going on. And it makes me worried that my kids are not going to have a fucking future. My grandkids aren't going to have a future. And I said that this back a couple months ago with the Minnesota shit and what happened there and all that shit. I said, I'm telling you, this is America's last fucking stand. If they back off of mass deportations, we're in fucking trouble. And ever since then, it's been a downward spiral of shit. Yeah, I will never vote Democrat. Man, fuck that. But I agree, Diesel. This is Nick's been on some retarded shit saying we need to vote Democrat. Like what? I get what he's saying. I get what he wants to do. I get it. I'm just not doing it. That's the thing. I like Nick, and I like what he says 99% of the time. Okay? But when he gets on this, I'm going to vote fucking Democrat. No, I'm not going to. I'm just not going to vote. And like I stated earlier, that's just how it's going to be. I'm not going to vote. I don't want to vote. Yeah, your generation was the last good old days. I was born in 87. Yeah, I was born in 85. Grew up without internet. Yeah. Love this song, playing Arc Raider, so I'll just be listening but not in the chat. Just saying, yeah, all right. Yeah, I already went through the reaction. So if you want to hear the reaction, you'll have to go back. But yeah, man, I mean, Tom said it both. They're both said it best. They're both wings on the same bird. Yeah. But the thing is when they start talking about like we all need to come together and hold hands and sing Kumbaya, unity, and we'll overthrow the government or type of shit, you lose me with that. Because I'm not going to hold hands with people that fucking hate me. I just go off on my own. Like, I don't want to hold hands with people who think that I'm a white supremacist, a Nazi, a fucking, whatever. Whatever name they want to hurl at me. Like a leftist. I'm never going to agree with abortion. I'm never going to agree with trans and LGBT shit. I'm just not. So, like, me coming together with a leftist is probably not going to happen. And that's just how I feel about it. A lot of people will say, what's wrong with this country? No, I'm not. What's wrong with this country is a bunch of fucking crazy, psychotic liberals and a government that fucking hates us. And I believe the government has turned those liberals into psychotics. So, psychos. I don't like anyone who I'm going to hold hands with. You don't want to hold hands with trannies, Frank? Come on, bro. You don't want to be inclusive? How fucking dare you to not want to have sex with a woman with a penis? Alright? Oh, shit. Alright, well, that was it. That's Raw Thoughts. Raw Thoughts VII by Chris Webby. Not a chance. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, but like I said, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the 2 Protects 1 channel. If you disagree with me, click the link. You think I'm a piece of shit? You think I'm a racist? You think I'm a... Nick Fuentes is a white neo-Nazi, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And you want to prove your point or whatever you want to do. I don't know. If you want to argue with me, come on up. It's going to say, don't agree? Click the link. Don't like me? Click the link. Just come up. We'll talk about it. Not saying I'm going to, like, come up and scold you. No. We can come up and talk about it. You're probably... I'm going to let you know I'm 40 years old. You're not going to change my mind. But if you want to come up and waste your breath and have a conversation with me, we'll do that. You mean a sheenus? A sheenus. Jesus. That's rough. Alright. So I'm going to go down and try to get some stuff done. I got to get something done around my house. I got to run the vacuum downstairs because it's fucking disgusting with it being dirty and stuff. I might try to go live again tonight because I got a couple reactions I want to do. So I'm thinking about it. But I wanted this to just focus on Chris Webby. So come on up and chat. We'll roast you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, if people want to come up and talk, and, you know, we'll open it up for people that want to bullshit, too. We'll make, like, at first, this is the way I want it to be. At first, click the link if you disagree with me. We'll talk about it. You get like 10, 15 minutes. If there's somebody in the queue, I'll replace you with the person in the queue. And then at the end, I'll bring up 4 or 5 people, and we'll have a big panel, and we'll just talk and bullshit. So that's my plan. Let's see how it works. Because every time somebody says, if you disagree with me, click the link, nobody clicks the link, and everybody just wants to come up and bullshit. So I'm okay with that too. We'll just see how it goes. Yes, please hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Hype the video. Just don't make love to the video, okay? Please. For the love of God. Alright. I'm out. Have a good night. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless the United States of America. I'm out of here.
My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.